They fired Claudine Gay.
No, she resigned.
She resigned. Well, same thing.
She took the hero's route.
Yeah, I mean,
she resigned. She resigned, sort of and then they let her stay at her. So she has a new position, which is her old position.
On her hands and knees, begging for.
Dude, they're paying her the same amount as the president, so she kept her president's salary while basically doing some like.
So she's doing okay.
Yeah, she's doing great. Other than the humiliation and not being the president of Harvard.
It was funny. I just want to say though, Claudine Gay. Now that you are out of a job, we want to offer you a position at the Boyscast.
Yeah.
So I know she's big in diversity stuff. It's not going to be that.
She's huge.
I know that's her sort of area expertise. I want to say she can have an official. This is what I think she should be: a great men coordinator. So Claudine Gay, I know if you're interested, you come to the Boyscast. You sort of sit in the corner. We give you like a little corner desk, and it sits facing the corner. And then every week you just come up with great men of all races. So you will have to find great white men.
Ooh, that's gonna be tough.
Which I know she's not going to like, but her options are limited right now.
Yeah, there's not a lot,
including white. To me, her thing with getting fired was just like live by the sword, die by the sword stuff.
Absolutely.
But I thought the articles were really funny. Alternative Press said, Harvard president resignation highlights new conservative weapon against colleges, plagiarism.
Yeah. I mean, I remember, that's the thing, like, I remember plagiarism being a pretty big deal at school. Like, that was the one thing where you really did not want to get busted plagiarizing stuff in college. Like, that was the thing where, like, if you do that, like, twice, they'll kick you out.
I know a girl that her dad was, like, a speechwriter, and he plagiarized a speech and then got fired, and it was a big public humiliation thing.
Yeah, I mean, plagiarism in specifically academia.
Tried to slip I Have a Dream in.
Like, yeah, like academia specifically, because I know Melania... everybody's like, oh, Melania, she plagiarized her speech or something. You're like, she doesn't work at a college though. Like in colleges specifically, that's their main thing is they're like, don't plagiarize shit. You can't, like, that's one of their main tenets is you don't steal other shit. You have to properly cite it. And then they went and they looked through her shit because of
a higher code, sort of like we roll by.
Yeah, for sure. And then they found a bunch of instances where she obviously plagiarized stuff. And then someone's like, oh, well, then we should go look into everybody. And you're like, okay.
I saw another one that said, I saw another one that said, someone said they took her scalp, and then the thing got mad, basically being like, white. You saw that too? It was like, white people using the word scalp, it got mad at or whatever. And then it said that like scalping was from colonialists. Trying to say the white guys. I'll tell you what though, all this the Israel-Palestine stuff where like it switched, because this is really the first time that obviously all these people are getting in trouble for this and that, right? Yeah. Because they go, well, it wasn't about the plagiarism. It's people looking for. You go, yeah, you started that, and then Republicans figured out how to do it now.
Yeah, they're playing
now everyone's doing it, right?
Yeah, we're all just
it almost is. It did feel like a little bit though, because with all the Jew stuff, for the white men have been sort of off the chopping block for a little bit, and I don't know if I like it. I honestly feel like sort of like a heel that they're trying to make a baby face. Yeah. Like we were sort of. You go, guys. I'm right here. I'm the bad guy.
Yeah, I'm the bad guy. Razor Ramon, the bad guy.
It's like that's what I feel like a little bit. You go on stage now, and you're like white men, and they're like, no, it's Jews are bad. Like obviously we don't like these plagiarists.
Yeah, we don't like plagiarists.
And I'm like, I'm sitting there in my cape smoking a cigarette, like, oh, I'm sorry that I'm a white colonizing man. And they're like, you're not as bad to them anymore.
Yeah. Well, they're having to kind of take their foot off the gas a little bit.
They took their foot off the gas.
I think they're realizing that they're like, maybe we went a little too far with this. That's what
exactly.
It seems like they go, oh.
But I sort of was comfortable in the darkness. I'm kind of been in my cage, and then I'm institutionalized in the darkness, where people think that white guys are the worst.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's my zone now a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Especially comedically. And then a lot of times now it's like you're in your cage, and then they're just like, your sentence is over, and you're just like, I'm fine.
Then come out, and you're like Brooks or Shawshank. You go, I don't want to grab the knife. I'll kill you.
They make the hierarchy, and they're like, well, obviously the worst is this, and the second worst is this, and the third, I go, put me on the fucking grab that pen.
I'm on the bottom.
You're on a date with a girl. You can't handle me. I'm a white man. we're trouble. No, what it is. I'm George Costanza when he tries to say he's the bad boy. Yeah, I'm smoking the cigarette. I got the Letterman jacket on. I'm like, you don't want anything to do with us, white men. We're trouble. And then she goes, no, you guys aren't so bad. I go, we are. Our ancestors. But my ancestors.
Rotten to the bone.
My ancestors, they done terrible things. Worst.